So I'm going to use the soft ochre paint pot from MAC Cosmetics. This I like to use to set my eyes before I apply any eyeshadow. I just apply it with a flat brush and I try to make it as smooth as possible, but obviously I like to go over it with a sponge just to make it a little bit smoother before I set it with a finishing powder. Then I use the famous Mercier setting powder, the translucent kind. I like to tap off my brush just so there's not excess powder, and then I simply just wipe this over my eyelids, and this really helps make your eyeshadow go on really smoothly. So taking my blending brush and using my Morphe 35C palette, I'm going to take this brown shade and start building into my crease. Take your time, you don't want it to be blotchy, so just take your time with smooth strokes back and forth. Then I'm going to go in with this pinkish magenta color, and I'm going to build this right on top of where I started my crease. This is going to be your transition color into the blue, so also take your time building this color until you kind of like the shade. And then you're going to take a stiff brush and you're going to tap into the blue color that's part of the Morphe palette as well. And you're just going to pack this on until it does not get blue anymore. So take your time with this. Don't get frustrated. Don't worry about fallout either. Just take your time packing the blue color on because you want this to be as blue as possible. Now I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer and I'm going to use a smaller flat brush, and I'm just going to apply this to the center of my eyelid, working my way out to the outer corners because we're going to get ready to apply loose glitter, and this is really going to help that glitter just stick and not move for the entire day. So now I'm going to use this NYX loose glitter. Look at that color, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just going to take a small stiff brush and I'm going to pack it right over where I applied the glitter primer. Take your time with this. Again, don't worry about fallout right now because we're just focusing on the eyes. Now my favorite palette, Carli's BH Cosmetics palette. This is my current favorite palette. I'm going to take actually what's supposed to be a highlight color, and I'm going to use this on my brow bone to highlight right underneath. This is going to really bring your whole eyeshadow look together. Also going in with my favorite Neutrogena wipes. This is where we're going to take care of all that fallout mess. So go ahead and just wipe out all the fallout from underneath your eyes because we're getting ready to do the rest of our face. Let's make this look come together. I've been waiting for this. I'm going to use my dual action clean and clear moisturizer and moisturize my face. Then I'm going to go in with my Smashbox primer Photofinish, and I'm going to apply this to the rest of my face. You only need to use a really small, smaller than a dime size, because this a little goes a long way. I'm not going to lie to you about that. So I'm going to be using two foundations. This one is the first one, the matte Poreless, and I just like to apply it with my fingertips all over my face. And I'm going to use my NYX Total Control foundation as well, the fun one that you see in all the tutorials on Instagram. Yep, I'm using it to drop all over. This is really fun, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm just going to blend this out all over my face. The reason why I'm using two separate colors is because I'm in between shades, and these two actually blend really well together. One is a little bit more, I would say like silky and liquidy, and the other one's a little bit more matte, so I like them together. Using LA Girl Dark Cocoa Pro Concealer, I'm going to start this contour process. I like to draw it on my cheeks and the top of my forehead. Using the same blending brush I did for my foundation, I'm going to use that to blend out all of this concealer all over my face because I like it to soften up the brown a little bit with the foundation that I previously used on the brush. Then going in with my Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape in the color Tan, I'm going to make myself an Indian. As you can see. And then I'm going to use the same brush I used for my contour and for my foundation. And you're going to think, wow, what a mess. But no, because the tan right now is too light of a shade for me. So this actually is taming down the color. And I'm not going for a crazy contour with this look. My eyes are a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't normally wear this much makeup. So I'm just going to go for kind of an easy, soft look on the face because the eyes are doing a lot. Working section by section, obviously you need to take your time with this. We don't want there to be any creases, and before you set your concealer, you need to make sure that it's smooth and seamless. So I'm taking my time with this. I'm also going to use whatever's left over on my brush to go right underneath where I contoured my cheekbones, just so it looks, you know, very finished and perfected. Going back in with the Mercier translucent setting powder, you're going to set everywhere where your concealer was placed. This is just going to make sure that there's no creasing during the day. Also, you're setting your makeup for the rest of the day. Using my NYX matte bronzer, I love this shade, and the shade will be down below. I am going to apply this everywhere where I applied the dark cocoa LA Girl. On my forehead, that shrinks your forehead. I got a big forehead, as you can see, so I'm shrinking it down. And then I'm just going to go right on my cheekbones, you know, so I look real skinny in the face, underneath my lip, because I want a bigger bottom lip. And then I'm going to apply a little bit to my nose, you know, just to shrink my nose a little bit, because that's what we do. So I'm now using this big blending brush, foundation brush. It doesn't have any product on it. I am just literally blending out everything that I've done. Going in with my Ombre NYX blush, I'm going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to apply very little of this because, again, my eyes are doing a lot. And then I'm going back into the Carli BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to use those two shades that she has in there for highlighting. This highlight, honestly, is very pigmented. So if you want to be a glowing queen like me, apply it as much as you want. But if you're not really big into it, a little goes a long way. So just be mindful of that. But obviously I like to glow. Like from a mile away, I want people to see me, so I'm being crazy. I also like to apply on my nose with my finger because it's way more sharper of application. If you're doing it with the fan brush, it can get everywhere. Then using my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara, I'm going to try to make something of my baby lashes, but we're going to use falsies for this look, so it's going to be okay. I'm just trying to do a little something with what I got, okay? No judgment here. Then going back in with the blue that we used on our lids, we're going to use this on our under eye, and I'm just using a stiff brush, a very tiny stiff brush, and I'm just going to apply it lightly underneath my eyes. I'm going to go back into the same pink we used on our lids as well in the crease, and I'm going to apply that right underneath the blue. It's like a really pretty ombre. And then taking the Voluminous Mascara, I'm just going to put some mascara on my bottom lashes. But going in with my Cork Matte Cosmetics lip liner, I'm going to now line my lips. I like to stay in the lines of my lips. If you like to draw outside the line of your lips, do your thing. However, whatever you're comfortable with. I feel like my lips are a decent size, so I'm not going to make them any bigger than they already are. And yeah, I like to do that cross right at the top because it makes it, makes your little, what do you call it? What do you call that? Oh, Cupid's bow. That's messed up. I don't know, what do you call that? But yeah, it makes it look nice. And then going in with my Infallible paints color, I will list the color below. I am just going to use the applicator to blend the lip liner into this glossy color, and it blends really nice with this color, and that's pretty much it. Like right when I'm done with this, like I'm gonna take a step back. Okay, it's time to fix this hair though, because I've been looking crazy. You see my edges? I just look like they've been fried. So yeah, you're like, what are you doing here? I'm gonna take the front parts of my hair and I'm gonna leave these out. Now I'm taking the half top of my hair and I'm just going to put it up into a ponytail. So I still have the bottom half down below. You can't see it yet, but you'll see it in a second. I'm going to take my 1-inch Hot Tools curling wand. Yeah, I must have some good music playing right now. And I'm going to curl the front sections of my hair. So yeah, one curl on one side, one curl on the other side. I'm making it look like a little baby doll. Yeah. Still dancing. Obviously some real good music. You guys want to hear it? I think I lost my patience last night. So once I'm done with the front section, I'm going to move on to my top pony. And I'm just going to start curling away from my face. Yep, so just curling all over. This can be really messy because honestly this hairstyle is not perfect and I probably spent 10 minutes on it. Like you can see, I'm scrunching it. I didn't even really curl the top. And I did some curls on the bottom. But honestly, do whatever you want. I wanted this to be kind of messy. And my last touch. Girls, this is the secret. You get that highlight and you put that on your collarbone. And you put that on your shoulders. And you put that back on your collarbone and back on your shoulders. Bang! Flawless. Ladies, I woke up like this. Yeah, subscribe. Later.